Hope you're doing well. They have been doing construction outside of our house for several days, all day long, which destroys my filming time, but so I apologize in advance. But today's video is about what you can see on the screen. I have been getting a lot of comments lately asking questions, some in a respectful way and some in a non-respectful way, about my hands. So I figured that it would be a good opportunity to just make a regular video without any of my pretty lights. Just regular lighting. I didn't take my glasses off. This is not scripted. This is not anything other than an informative video for you and for new people on this channel, because there are a lot of you. This channel has been growing very quickly lately, and I very much appreciate it. A lot of you guys are following me on Twitch, where I do ASMR Let's Plays, and then I post them on my other channel, Plug, which is linked on the top of this channel and linked at the bottom as well. Almost all of the gaming that I do online is in ASMR Let's Play form, if that is your thing. If not, staying here is perfectly fine, because I'm consistently put out content here as well. Side note, plug inserted and done. So this probably won't be the last time that I make this video, because some people don't go back and look up videos that are about my hands. That's fine. When I was born, my hands were split all the way down to my wrist, and I had pieces of my hands hanging off of my wrist on both sides. I have had 22 surgeries. I've had 10 surgeries. I've had 10 surgeries on this hand and 12 surgeries on this hand to have them put back together piece by piece. And then there was reconstructive surgery after they got put back together. I'd have a couple extra surgeries on this hand, because once they got this hand basically spliced back together, I had a random nub start growing back, because my body started trying to grow back the missing hand or missing finger that I didn't have. And when that started, it went from having a couple surgeons in the room with me to me being in a room with a whole bunch of people. There was a couple surgeons, there was someone taking pictures of me, there was a whole bunch of student surgeons asking them questions. It was overwhelming and interesting. But because of that, all of my surgeries from that point on were free. I don't know how that works. I don't know why that works the way that it does, but it did. I had my first surgery when I was 6 months old. And I had surgery all the way up until I was 18 years old. And I have all of the information on the surgeons in case something happens to my hands. But so much of ASMR and the ASMR community is focused around your hands. It's not just audio triggers with your voice, because of course there is slow whispering, and then there is soft spoken where it's a little bit up higher, and then some people actually like to speak normally, just smooth out their voice and make it a little more up and down in pitch in a smooth type of way like this. But I like to do a mixture of both while I'm using triggers with my hands. As an ASM artist, your hands are in the forefront of your videos. Tapping videos, scratching videos, ASMR, up close and personal face touching with your hands. All of that uses your hands. So I was very, very, very self-conscious about it. It did bother me a lot because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how I was going to react to being an ASM artist with 4 fingers on each hand and a flood of horrible comments coming in, pointing out my insecurity and insulting me for it. But, and that almost stopped me entirely from creating content or doing anything like this. But I chose to do it anyway because I knew that I was not going to let the opinions of others dictate whether I was going to do something that made me happy or not. So I started doing it. And the feedback that I got was almost exclusively positive. I at the time had a personal channel that was just underneath my name that I was just doing a bunch of random stuff with. And I don't really care about that. But the positivity of people who were just being nice and they weren't. No one really was saying anything about my hands in the beginning. And it was so positive and uplifting, and it really was beneficial for my mental health that I immediately am happy that I started. And then when I got a little bit more popular, the bad comments started coming in very slowly, very slowly. But people would start noticing my hands. And they would say just casual things that they probably didn't think was insulting, but to someone who was very self-conscious about that at the time, I just comment that came in that said, "Your hands are weird." Hurt me. But I let it hurt me because words only have power if you give them power. So now, I've had a couple of rude comments come in, but I've had a couple of very respectable sentences and comments come in and just say, "Hey, I just noticed your hands, and I'm very curious about that. Can you explain?" And so I just wanted to make a video talking to you about it. Because it was something that I was very self-conscious about then. I'm not self-conscious about it now. It doesn't bother me. It's part of who I am. I like my body. I like who I am, and I love myself. And this is part of who I am. I am proud of myself, and I pride myself on having a calm and gentle demeanor and persona, not only in my videos, but in real life. And that is something that I want to project onto you in my videos and in anything that I do online, because I think it's important to be able to use that to bring peace to people and bring peace to someone who finds it beneficial. So it doesn't matter if I have surgeries on my hand. It doesn't matter if you have something that you're self-conscious about. And I hope that you can take a video like this. I hope that you can take a video like this and you can use it as fuel for anything that you're self-conscious about. If you don't like your body, yeah, you can change your body if you wanted to, but you can also change your perception that you have of yourself. You can do things to learn to love yourself. And you can respect yourself and respect your body and respect your boundaries. And no matter what you do in this life, there are going to be people that love you for it, and there are going to be people that hate you for it. There are going to be people on the internet that hate you for breathing, and that's not your problem. That's theirs. You can choose to take the happy, positive comments and let them make you feel good. And you can choose to look at a negative, horrible comment and say, wow, that's a miserable person. And I hate that they're so miserable that they're trying to make other people miserable. Because that is what's happening, number one. But number two, it has nothing to do with you. Them trying to insult you is just because they're so miserable. They're wanting to try to get a reaction from you. Don't give it to them. It doesn't matter. They're just someone on the internet, and they can't hurt you. Let the happy people in, and then let the miserable, negative people give you engagement and views and grow your channel, because they will. They will. They'll give you something positive without even realizing that that's what they're doing. And the people who are already positive, that are sending you encouraging, happy words, let that fuel your happy emotions. And so that is something that I wanted to just give you today. I am starting to feel a little rough mentally after this week. It's been a doozy for me. There's been a lot going on off camera, and escaping to live streams and my ASMR gaming has been a little bit of a good form of escapism for me. So I stream mainly on Twitch, if you want to follow me there. And every once in a while, I'll do a YouTube live stream on my gaming channel, and I'll post the ASMR Let's Plays over there as well. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you all, and that you guys make me happy. And I like doing this. And I hope this was informative to everyone. I hope this gives you everything that you need and every question that you wanted. I have a list of to-do and requested videos from you that I am going to be working on. So if you would like to add to that list, please put a comment down in the comment section below and like this video. I'm trying to grow this channel with positive people. So I hope that this video gave you a little bit of a relaxation and some happiness, because that's what it's about. I love you all. Have a good night or a good day whenever you see this. And find your peace, because you're the only one that can find it. And when you find it, don't let anyone take it away from you. Good night.